So this will be probably the most planning you ever see me do, because I want to get through this quickly. There are three types of sports games in my mind. There's the arcade, the simcade, and the pure simulation. The arcade being everybody's golf, the simcade being your Tiger Woods, and your simulation being your golf clubs, and now PGA Tour 2K21. All three are worthwhile of their spots, but this is a pure simulation, and it is brilliant for it. As I said, this is PGA Tour 2K21. Now, with that bit of planned content out the way, let's talk about the game. First things first, it goes without saying, PGA Tour 2K21 is absolutely sublime. For a couple of reasons. One, presentation is absolutely superb. As you saw at the beginning of this video, it's very much a good TV style, and then goes into this game style where obviously you get your full controls. But where it's brilliant and what I really want to talk about comes from the controls. I've got the game set up for like a medium balance, so you get a little bit of help with the controls and mistakes, but not very much. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's pure one-to-one controls, but it's as close as just giving you a little bit of leeway. And you'll see here throughout this run, I was going to delete this run and start again to do a different 5-minute ramble, but I decided to keep it in the end. You'll see here the amount of mistakes I'm making. And I like this. But I like that I was making these mistakes. Now, the reason being I was making these mistakes, and anyone who saw a previous stream saw I wasn't making loads of these. But the reason I'm making a load of these mistakes is I switched from using my Xbox One Elite V1 controller with swings on the right stick to using my 8BitDo SM30 Pro Plus, I want to say. And this is using the 8BitDo, however you want to pronounce it. And I just couldn't get the balance of the swings right on that right stick. If you look at the swing meter down in the bottom right as you're listening to this, what you'll see is you will see me making mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake and not being able to correct it. I kept trying to correct it throughout the round. And what I should have done was actually taken a practice round before recording this, but I just wanted to get the footage done. So you'll see here, I'm just making loads and loads of mistakes. Now, after I finished recording this footage, I went back to using the Xbox One Elite controller. And all of a sudden, my swing was miles better. And the reason being, much like golf, and I'm not very good at golf, I'm not going to say I'm good at golf, but what I have realised is when you get a feel for a club in golf, you play well with that golf club. When you try something new, you can be all over the place with it. And this replicates that brilliantly. I got used to the Xbox One controller and I could play competently with it. A different controller, which maybe it's to do with the right stick being a slightly different feel, could be any number of reasons. I just couldn't do it. I just could not get the controls right. I could not get, I mean, these shots here that you'll be seeing are all over the place. And I finished dead last. And that's brilliant. I mean, absolutely, honestly, it is brilliant that I finished dead last because my controller was like having a golf club. Swings are going wild. I just couldn't do it. I got frustrated. I tried changing it. I tensed up. And then I got worse. It was only then when I got my regular controller or my regular club back in my hand that I relaxed. Decided, right, the round's gone, let's just see what we can do. And my round improved. Still finished dead last, but my round improved. And that's important. I think that is very, very important on a game like this. So with that, the structure's really good. You've got all your basic tournaments, career, all stuff like that. You can play online, offline. There's a course designer. And the course designer's good, but it's not for me. I haven't got the patience to make a proper course. But the actual golf in this as a simulation is probably the best to date. You go back to links on the old original Xbox. Not going to say the Xbox One because this is the Xbox One, not the original Xbox. You go back to that, and that was still probably one of my favourite golf games of all time. This surpasses it. It's improved on the first couple of golf clubs in every single way possible. I was worried that getting the license might ruin things, but it hasn't. Presentation is outstanding. The visuals are outstanding on it. They haven't decided to go completely lifelike, which is good. It still looks like a video game, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, everything about it is just really, really good to play. And so the fact is, unlike a lot of them where you can just get this pure muscle memory in a way, and that will do. You can't do that with this. You cannot do that with this. You could do the same swing twice, and that will be different. And that makes it the absolute ideal sports game. 5 minutes up, just over. But that's PGA Tour 2K21. Get it. Just get it.